Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to Super Paul Plays Tug Dick MLB 2014 Road to the Show. We're the Fresno Grizzlies. Our team's not doing so well. We did well last time. We had like 2 doubles. We went 2 for 4. Unfortunately, I did get caught on base paths due to a technical error and not being able to see what was going on because my screen locked up. Whatever. I don't think there's a way to rate that in baseball stats. So let's do some jamming. Peanut butter jamming time. Alright, I'm batting number 2. James went out. James usually is a pretty good leadoff hitter. I gotta learn some patience. I spent a couple points, I think, in stealing on the last episode. Okay, that was neither patience nor stealing.
Gets a piece of this one to foul it.
Oh, come on. I just want to get on, bro. Or at least make you throw some pitches. It's early in the game. Apparently the other guy went out on 2 pitches.
Fouled straight back.
Done, 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 done.
And this ball will be chopped.
Probably could have let that go. Oh, well. We're going to make him throw a few pitches if we can.
Now another 0-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first.
There we go. We made him throw 5. This will be number 6.
Try it again.
Oh. Trying to defend the plate didn't work.
Well, and no surprise. We talk about it all the time in the beginning of a ball game. Location is going to...
I did get behind early. That was my bad. At least I made him throw 6 pitches. Hopefully that'll help the team out a little bit. Trying to remember. I like to remember things. What the hell? Trying to remember when my guy was a leadoff guy. I was gonna say when he was more patient, but he wasn't very patient. All right, working left field. We call it Dick Field. If they ever name a ballpark after my guy, that's what it'll be called, is Dick Field. Good job, shortstop. That was Dickalicious. I'll give you the Dick Award. Be a little golden dick. Be a little creepy.
This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
I got something. Well, I was gonna say I got something you can feel all night long, but no.
Tug Dick will lead things off.
Hello, Iowa Cubs. You didn't even get your own mascot. You just stole it from the fucking Cubbies.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well.
Oh, that was stupid to go after.
Location right on the knees.
I need to learn patience. I don't have any. I'm like, I gotta do everything now. I'm full of anxiety. Oh!
Swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate.
Safe! Ha ha! Suck on that, pitcher.
Missed getting him at the bag.
Dick.
Carlos Sanchez will dig in. He popped out his first time.
I'm gonna try and steal. It might be a really bad idea. I don't know if our stats are good enough.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw.
Safe. What's up that? What's up with that? How was that a poor jump? That seemed like a poor jump. I started going early.
Decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
With how many people I watch strike out, you got to get something going somehow.
Pitch a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away.
Hell yeah. Over to third now. That speed pays off.
That's a tough chance there behind the plate. This is a curveball. You see him try to smother it, but this ball just eats him alive. And that's going to let that runner move over to third now on what'll be a wild pitch.
That's some good base running, Tug Dick. Thank you, third Dick coach.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right.
Going home.
But it just tips off his glove as it's by him.
Yeah, advance the dirt ball. Scoring position. Go ahead, run. 21 points.
1-0 ball game.
I gotta put some more than into stealing. It's fun to steal. And we're on the board as the first run. Woo! It's a good thing my guy is faster. He wouldn't have beat that out when he got his hit. Barely got there. Come on, James. All right, James is on first. I don't think there's any outs. Oh, one out. My bad.
Dick will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. He's running towards second. Pitch swung out. And
Safe.
the throw.
We like to steal on this guy. Well, they counted that as a strike? I thought I checked my swing. Swing. Swing, swung, swung.
Here's the pitch.
I didn't go. What the fuck you?
Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two.
I did not go. Mother bitch fucker.
And a good spot for
Now I gotta
the
defend the plate. Damn that first base umpire. I wanna punch him in his gonads. Yeah, go to third, you moron! You coward! You are a coward! Now you go home. If you had been a coward, you could have gotten third. Tug Dick would have been on third. Tug Dick's not a coward. That's what I'm going to scream at him on the bench. They're like, Tug Dick's not a very good sportsman. Tug Dick's going to kick your ass and your mama's ass. You know, where's your mama live? I'm going to go visit her.
Very even game through 6 innings.
Boy, that's just another
Tug Dick has slight rage issues.
Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a 1-out.
I think Tug Dick has the right to be mad. He scored half the runs. Why? Because he stole a base, and then on a bad pitch, he was able to advance to another one. I carry you all. That'd be the most ridiculous thing to ever say to a baseball team, with how much of a team sport it is. Boop, doo, doo. Come on, get these bitches out. Alright, 1 out. Tug Dick show.
Tug Dick will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far.
Let's do it, Jack. Oh.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Got him.
Go through the Gapalicious.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
I know I was chasing that thing, but I thought I was gonna be able to poke it out.
This out of the bullpen. 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Come on, we just gotta get. Oh no! They just tied it up.
Logan Watkins.
I'm gonna hate my team, or the pitching at least.
Swinging a ground ball towards the
Oh, damn you, shortstop! I'll come punch your buttocks.
And that's one of those where even if he fields this
Surprise
thing
butthole
cleanly,
punch.
he was going to have a tough time squaring those shoulders back up and then
Come on, guys,
all
get
the way
on, get
across
on,
his
and score
body.
some runs. No, don't go out 1, 2, 3. They all decided to like pop out to right field. They're like, that guy's sexy. Let's hit the ball to him. Like, did I hit you, morons? This isn't good. This is when our team blows it. Oh, no. Damn it, James, you didn't get on. I was drinking. I didn't think we were going into extra innings. I had like 4 beers. Oh, damn, that thing dropped.
It's nothing in 1. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of
Go
the
ahead,
way
bean
that
me.
time.
Fucking bean me. I'll steal on
Trying
you.
to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest.
Oh, I don't think that's going to carry enough. Oh,
Is out near the wall as he pulls it in for the 2nd out.
tits.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. It's starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Lewis Martin stand in to start.
Come on, guys. We got to win this. We got to stop this losing streak. We lost 2 straight after we won 4 straight. We got to get back to the win column.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides.
Touchdown! How you feel about that? You guys screw me at the warning track. I screw you at the... I don't know if I want to phrase it that way.
The Jody Kelsey show will not be seen this evening, so that we can bring you the conclusion of this ball game.
I like that. That was cool. The announcer's like, we're not going to show you this one show that would be on your channel because we're showing you baseball that never ends. Come on, Freddie, David Huff. Somebody get on. All right, James got on. 2 outs.
Tug Dick will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first pitch.
Go, 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 go. Fuck!
Whitehead is there to make the catch. We've got more baseball ahead. So no runs on a hit here, no errors.
Damn it.
1 man left on. Hang in as long as you...
It was a good contact, just not enough power.
Salvador Trevino will stand in now to start the 14th, and I don't know about you guys, but it's getting past my bedtime.
Yeah, I'm with you. How about a few runs? Jeez.
Oh, I like how even the announcers are like, this game's taking forever, man. No, get him out, get him out. No, don't hit the... Yes. Come on, Carlos, get on. Get on, dudes.
Ryan Gaucho.
We're in the top of the 15th. Look at how many people have stayed, though. That's pretty impressive.
And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field.
I got it. Yeah.
Dick patrolling center makes the play.
Dick is patrolling everywhere. It's Dick Patrol.
Once you get into extra innings, every fly ball here makes you go, whew. But this one didn't have a whole lot behind it, so we're going to keep on playing.
Someone get that. Oh, you stupid dickweed.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Gotta sneeze.
Say hello to 1 for 6. Talk about a much-needed base hit. Now he can sleep tonight.
No, I gotta sneeze. Oh, sorry. Oh, my nose, that hurt.
Grounded out his last time through. Now ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. Dick is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced.
There we go.
Back to first.
What's up now?
Like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large.
Come on, guys, get
tonight.
some runs. Get some runs.
Balls right now really get knocked
James,
down.
hit him home. Oh, fuck you, James. What are we, at the top of the 16th? Bottom of the 16th?
Lead things off here as they look to
Wow.
win this thing in the bottom half. Swinging a ground ball to first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, he just fucking beat me. Just beat me.
Oh, they're able to get him again.
That sucks.
1 for 7 now in this game.
Yeah, 1 for 7's not so high.
Batting average. Ouch.
Orlando
Top of the 17th. If we have one more inning, it'll be like we played 2 games.
And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center.
I got it.
Dick is there, 2 gone.
Dickalicious.
Here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings.
Get him out.
Serve.
No.
Give your guys a shot.
Oh, we lost in 17. Oh, I cannot believe that. That was a long game. Oh, wait, we won? Oh, that was our guys? Oh, I think we won. Why are they showing day? It wasn't day. Yeah, we did win. Fuck yes. I got 91 points. We won. Hell yes. My one hit was good. My other bats were... Some of them I was swinging at crap. Some were just... That one I thought was going to be a home run. I thought it was going to be like, we're going to have a walk-off home run, and I hit it to the warning track. Alright, training. Let's go to... We're gonna do more base stealing. We do anything else? Yeah, a little more for reaction, for fielding. Okay, where are we hitting? Number 6? Yeah, our average just dropped significantly at AAA, but I guess it's a tougher place. I'm just glad we won that last game. Stop the losing skid. It's like skid marks in your pants. Not a fun time. Tug Dick, show it off. That's a sucky song. That's why my music sucks. I can't sing.
Now on your home for minor league baseball.
Alright, let's do this, brosif.
From the AAA Pacific Coast League. And we'll also give you a quick look at
No, I don't want to go down early. Fuck, no.
Their numbers right there.
It's already 1-0, no out. Guys on first and third. I call that shit sandwich. Nobody's here for this game either. That's crazy. Come on, double play. Oh, that was terrible. Judging you, shortstop. More like the suck stop. Oh, bad. Oh man, our team's getting killed already. 6-0? Are you fucking 7-0 in the first? Oh, we finally got it. Oh, that was a terrible first inning. We got to run at least. Our guy's getting rocked. No, we're only down 7-1.
Tug Dick
And fucking tastic.
Here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin.
Balls!
And
You like balls, don't you, Rodriguez? That's what I heard.
The 1-0.
I should let that go.
This is chopped foul.
I'm not good with the pitches that people throw. That's my weakness. Over his head, drop, yeah.
This is sliced into right for a base hit.
I figured down by this much, yeah, maybe we shouldn't steal, but fuck it, what do I care?
Back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Okay, I'm gonna let him throw 1 or 2 so I can kind of get used to see what his motion's like.
Throw over to first, and the runner back. And another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
I'm learning you. Pitcher, I'm watching you. I'm going to figure you out.
Once more, a throw over. And the runner back safely. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike.
Safe. Ha ha.
Not in time as he
Out of my
just gets
face.
it in the throw.
There's some managers out there who would say, we're already down a few runs here early. Let's not take too many chances on the base pass, but not this guy. He's not afraid to give his guys free rein out there, and this time it works out for him.
Come on, we're down by 6 runs. It's not like we're a power team where I should just sit up first and wait for them to hit me around.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. This will hang up just enough. As
I almost did something stupid.
In stride in left center for the second out.
This ball's just hit.
See, this is what the guys do. I have to probably find a way home on my own. Come on, just get a hit, dude.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Don't let Kurt Russell strike you out. He's not the computer in tennis shoes. He's figured out your baseball stats.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Man, that's like an old movie.
Got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Well hit to right.
Oh, if that would have been fair, I would have gone home. I don't know why so few people came to this game. A lot more people were at the last one.
And he makes the catch.
Damn it. That was a great catch to screw us.
Worth a second look here as this is
Oh.
end the inning.
No.
More here on a Tuesday night after this.
Man, he denied us. If he would have missed that, we would have had a run.
He's singled and grounded out so far. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a
That's
base
about
hit.
all the stronger Dick's arm is. I can throw it about, you know, 20 feet.
With 2 out.
You want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher? Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what
Yeah, we got to run.
I'm loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
We got a couple runs now. We're only down by 4. It's still a little bit to pick up, but
Edgar Rodriguez will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle.
yeah, get him, second baseman.
Oh,
Oh, nice try.
He is too late, and that will be an infield single.
Oh, sure, don't get on ahead of me, Raphael. Don't help me out.
Tug Dick
Don't help
will
the
stand
team
in.
out.
A base hit his first time around.
Nah.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
What did I swing at? I was looking at something else.
In the air towards shallow right center
Damn it.
field.
I wasn't even looking at the monitor. I was looking at a different controller I have on a table. And then I turned around and saw the ball coming at me, and I was like, oh, fuck, swing!
Guys are really putting together some good swings against
Not a good idea. Shouldn't take your eye off the ball. Oops, sorry. Come on, guys. Get some runs. Get some runs. Guys on first to second. Yeah, hit them home. Yeah. All right, guy on second. 1 out.
Tug Dick will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
Yeah.
Back up the middle.
I don't think he's going to get home, but whatever. Oh, he's going to try for it. Hell yeah. RBI single. Yeah. Now we're only down by 1. Man, our team's coming back. Look at that little short-ass pitcher. I didn't know they let Munchkins on the mound. What's it like in Munchkin land? Is Dorothy nice?
Another look to first. A dive, but he's back.
Did you work at Gringotts? Did you meet Harry Potter?
Yet another check on first. And a dive
Hey, I love you.
back in.
I love you in that movie Willow. So I keep throwing this way because I'm being an ass to him. Hey, are you an Ewok? You're about the same size. This one. Can you throw home, you asshole? I haven't even tried to steal.
And again, a throw over.
Oh God, get.
Dive back in safely.
She's got short person's disease. It's like Napoleon.
And he turns on this one and yanks
I don't know if I'm
it
gonna be able
foul
to
and
steal
back
on
out
this
of play.
guy. He's got a kind of weird head movement. It's kind of hard for me to read about when he's going.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. And
I didn't even take a bigger lead off.
dive, but he's back in there.
You wiener.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. Gaucho is back. to
Of
the
course,
track
I'm not
as
gonna be
he
able to get
takes it
anything
for
on
out
that.
number 2.
Alright, I'm gonna try and steal on this guy. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Freddie Hendley will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And he steps off.
Oh fuck! I thought he was going.
Now they've got a man caught in a rundown.
I thought he was going.
And they'll
I got
drag him
caught.
out between first and
Damn it! I knew I shouldn't have gone. Well, I guess I didn't know it because I did it. The head movement threw me off. I'm like, okay, he looks, and then he checks, and he looks, and then... Oh, I read it wrong. Come on, James Park. Get some people home. Oh. Come on, let's make sure they don't get any more runs. Keep it a one-run game. Carlos. Harold good? No. Rafael? Ah, fuck you all. Oh, it's going to be bottom of the ninth with us coming up with, I think, no outs. Oh, come on, we got to stop these guys. Well, if there's going to be a rally, I got to start it.
Another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
Oh, I don't... No, I think that's going to be caught in the outfield.
High and deep out to straightaway center field.
Oh, it went! Yes! I tied it up! I didn't think it was going to have enough. Hell yeah! The Dick Show. We're all stars in the Dick Show. Fuck yes. Hell yeah. Tied up, Noonan. How you like them apples? Bazambles! Bazapples. Thank God that wasn't like Tiger Stadium. Or Comerica, I should say, too. Boom! Tied the fuck up. Now we're going into extra innings again. Back-to-back extra inning games.
Johnny Boyle will stand in to lead things.
I had a Boyle once. It wasn't that pleasant. Let's lance him.
Ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Come on, guys. We gotta get them out. Don't let them get any more runs. We can get to this. We want to put 2 straight together. 2 wins. Oh, get these motherfuckers out. Yeah. Come on, get some runs. Get on base, Carlos. Yeah. Harold, hit him home. No. Rafael, hit him home. You guys suck.
Alex Rosario will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
I'm open.
1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted.
I got it.
Out to center field. Dick is there, 2 gone.
All right, 1 more out. Yeah, now let's win it in the bottom. What is this, the bottom of the 11th?
Then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Another extra inning game.
We'll get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning.
Oh, no, I didn't get enough on that one. Not even near.
Where we are now in the extra innings. Rosario
got under it too much.
Makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
You know, once you get into extra innings, every fly ball here makes you go, whew. But this one didn't have a whole
Come on, somebody get them home.
Keep on playing.
Yeah, we won! We won 2 straight in extra innings. We did not give up. I'm so glad I tied it up. Yeah, 3 hits, 3 for 5, 1 run, a home run, and 2 RBIs. Fuck yes. Manager's like, good job, bro. Hey, James Park, that's our leadoff guy. Good job, James. Jim. Look at all those hits. It was the Hit Fest. Hit Fest 2014. Were you there? I made a t-shirt. I just took a white shirt and wrote Hit Fest on it in marker. It's kind of sad. Yeah. Grizzlies. Oh, is it bad that it was the Grizzlies versus the Cubs? Is that like an adult beating up a kid? Since we're the adult bear and they're the little kids. Single. F9. FU. Single home run to tie it up and force it into extra innings. Fuck yeah, man. Alright, let's spend some points. Can we spend any more on stealing? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get my stealing like knocked up too. Our potential's B. Let's see, the Major League starter. Oh, we have a long ways before we can compete with Angel Pagan. Pagan! Quit worshiping the devil! Oh, I'm below expectations right now? Wow, I'm surprised. I guess it's because my guy's batting average was kind of slow. But the important thing is he's been kind of clutch the last few games. What are my interactions? I can ask to bat higher up in the thing, I can ask for a new position, or I can ask to be traded. I like the Grizzlies, and right now, Like, look, I hit 600 the last game, 500 2 games before that. I'll let the manager put me where he wants in the lineup. I'm cool with it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you all next time.